My name is Chris Allen, and I'm a senior at Greenwich High School. I'm currently sitting outside, and this is a setting that I enjoy because being outdoors has been a big part of my life ever since I was around 7 years old. Uh, Both the sports I play, football and rugby, are predominantly played in the outdoors, and I've also gone camping and fishing with my family members and friends many times, which only increases my connection to the outdoors. So one of the reason I'm wearing this shirt is because I will be attending the University of Miami for my next 4 years of college. And one of the reasons that I picked Miami is because it's in such a great area of the country where it's such nice weather out that you can be outside as much as you want. And I really enjoy the fresh air and the interactions with other people outside. So an anecdote with me about poetry is when I was very young, around 6 or 7 years old, I was at my elementary school, North Street School's book fair, and I saw the Shel Silverstein collection of poems, and I was really intrigued by it, mostly because of the drawings, but my mother wouldn't buy it for me, which only served to increase my desire to read it. So I went and I checked it out of the library, and I ended up reading the entire thing, and it really resonated with me because I liked his fun, kind of playful style of poetry writing that really appealed to me as a young kid. So ever since that positive experience of poetry, I've explored other poets like Robert Frost and Langston Hughes, and other ones that connect now in a deeper manner than Shel Silverstein's, obviously like more childish ones, but it really made poetry a good part of my life. So the poem that I'm choosing to read is called Dom by Federico Garcia Lorca. And Lorca was a poet who lived in the around the World War II time in the 1900s, and he was a political figure in Spain and revolutionary. And this poem that he writes is kind of railing against the capitalist ideas and business money mindset of Americans, as Lorca is more of a fan of a suburban setting, rural setting, and interaction with your family as opposed to working long hours in the city and acquiring as much money as you can. And one of the strong images in the poem, an example of imagery, is in the end when Lorca says, "And crowds stagger sleeplessly through the boroughs as if they had just escaped a shipwreck of blood." And I thought that was a pretty powerful image because it's Lorca kind of dictating how mindless the people in New York are and how in shock they might be by the big city and all of the wealth and everything that comes with it. So here's Dawn by Federico Garcia Lorca. Dawn in New York has 4 columns of mire and a hurricane of black pigeons splashing in the putrid waters. Dawn in New York groans on enormous fire escapes, searching between the angles for spikenards of drafted anguish. Dawn arrives and no one receives it in his mouth, because mourning and hope are impossible there. Sometimes the furious swarming coins penetrate like drills and devour abandoned children. Those who go out early know in their bones there will be no paradise or loves that bloom and die. They know that they will be mired in numbers and laws, in mindless games and fruitless labors. The light is buried under chains and noises in the impudent challenge of rootless signs, and crowds stagger sleeplessly through the boroughs as if they had escaped a shipwreck of blood. Thank you.